Looking good, YouTube. My name is Love Game, or PD1 Piranha if you prefer, and I'm a man, destined to be king. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. Last time we went back to the Lost Tower and see what that place was all about, and then we got ourselves a new town to explore. And to be honest, this is the part where you hear me stop gushing about the music, because I don't much care for the theme in this town. It's okay. It doesn't like grate on me like the way Pokemon Black and White's OST does, but it's just very okay to me. It's not... Can we even go in here? Is he like, no, you gotta go back, man. Of course we can't fight them because these guys are sensible and they don't admit defeat the second their Pokemon are fainted. So what else can we do here? That is a question for the ages. I believe I know what this is. Yeah, here we go. We have the last... It's kind of a sad story here. The last game corner ever made in the Pokemon series. With our boy here, raking in this, the dough, the coinage. I don't know if that's like important to the story or not, but he is here if you want to talk to him. But yeah, this was the last time we ever got to see a game corner in the Pokemon series before the censorship Nazis came along and said we can't have that anymore because everybody knows that people emulate what they do in games. I mean, as soon as I picked up Pokemon for the first time, fun fact actually, I had my cat go out. I got him, and I made him go fight other cats, and I did that almost every single day whenever Pokemon Yellow first came out, and I beat it. And my cat almost died, but that is definitely as a completely 100% true story because everyone emulates what they do in games. So because of that, you had this huge outbreak of kids gambling. Actually, it was a big deal back in the 90s in Las Vegas. You had all these kids coming into the casino gambling and wasting all their parents' money. So as a result, finally in 2009, this was the last game that had any game corner in it. And it's really sad too, because if you play Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and go to where the game corner used to be, the manager's there, and he says in like, I know there's no voice acting, but he says like, in what would seem like a very somber, very serious tone, he says, well, we had to close down, and then he just gives you the 3 dolls that you would have won through the game corner, and there's no humor to it whatsoever. It's just completely like what I would assume to be deadpan. The guy just got put out of business. But yeah, so my condolences to all the cats that perhaps got injured or killed whenever Pokemon came out. And RIP. Either way, what we have to do here is probably, by probably I mean most definitely a gym battle. Let's just explore. We can't go much, we can't go to a lot of places in this town because there's these little rocks on the wall that cannot be traversed. Got the lovely Dawn theme here that gets interrupted. Oh yeah, this is our boy. Crasher Wake, the one of the first gym leaders to have any involvement in the story of a Pokemon game, which is kind of cool. Of course, everyone just loves to point out the fact that in Gen 5, the gym leaders show up at the end of the game to, like, sort of contribute, even though all they really do is kind of stand there. But nobody ever brings up our boy Crasher Wake. Do we have to... I forgot how hard she is. I just don't have anything that's good against fighting types right now is the problem, so... I'll have to kind of wing this if I'm going to do it now. What kind of levels are we talking about, fam? That's what I want to know. Got our punching bags here we can hit to knock over tires, like so. Not a particularly tough puzzle here, but I mean, it is a thing you can do, I suppose. So I may want to go on ahead to the next route if I possibly can. I just can't get past those Psyducks yet, unfortunately. I need to get some kind of headache medicine, I guess. Okay, level 23 is not bad at all, then. Okay. I feel ya. I should probably heal, because our PP is getting kind of low. I didn't even heal after the last couple battles. I got my HP back, but the fact of the matter is I don't want to run out of moves. I also hope that you don't actually think I made my cat fight other cats, because that would be a little bit ridiculous. I mean, surely you can detect sarcasm as much as the next guy, even though... I mean, my voice isn't that monotone. It used to be a little more monotone back in the day, because... something I wanted to... Oh, shit, dude, seriously? Can I outspeed him? Okay, good. Yeah, in my older videos, I wanted to talk about this for a while, but I used to hold back a lot more. I wasn't being myself, and I know it sounds kind of corny, but I think anybody that like makes videos should definitely just be yourself and not try to put on any sort of act or anything. Let's go with Torterra. He is kind of heavy, but I guess I could have... oh shit. How much does this do, or is it just a normal move? I forgot if that's like a set damage. Oh, okay, it's a recoil move. Yeah, it's one of those moves that like... it was in Gen 1 and then nobody really used it after that because it wasn't... like, it was outclassed. Can we please get a crit? That would be nice. I know we have our heightened critical hit chance with Razor Leaf, but we don't have any like focus energy type thing to go along with it. Damn, how am I missing so much? Seriously. I guess I need to, like, swallow my pride and go buy some fucking X accuracy or something at this point, because... at least we're faster than it, even as Torterra, I guess you could say. Most of our Pokemon aren't that fast, but at least we have, Gabite. It's something, especially when he levels up and he gets, decent speed gain. Okay, Slash isn't too bad, I'll take that. I guess I'll get rid of Sand Attack. I mean, it is kind of fun to use to fuck with the enemy, but I am a Knight of Honor, and such people do not use... oh hey, that guy's name was Colby. That was actually the guy that I used to play this game with all the time back in high school. Of course, you can accidentally hit those walking into them. Yeah, back when this game first came out, as I said, I was in sophomore year. A lot of talk of high school in my LPs, because back when I played, what do you call it? Back when I played Zoid's Legacy, I was in senior year, and back when this game first came out, I was a sophomore. And yeah, in Miss Hyde's English class, I used to, like, pull my DS out all the time and play this game. Oh hey, the reporters are here again. I kinda want to fight them. I think they get better teams as you go along, which is kinda cool. They like evolve and stuff. I didn't know they would be here. I mean, I know they go to like different Pokemon centers, but whatever. Fuck it, let's fight him. But yeah, he's cool. He actually does he does Let's Plays now. Funny enough, I actually knew that guy since I went to summer camp back in '99. And we hung out. It's funny because we used to kind of rag on each other a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, we used to kind of make fun of each other. We had kind of points where we weren't as good friends, but it was kind of all in jest. It wasn't like anything we took too seriously, because it was like, I mean, who the fuck takes middle school seriously, honestly? What kind of pleb would even do that? But yeah, he does like streams and LPs now, so his YouTube is New Guy 2015. He was doing the Uncharted games, so if you're a fan of that series, you should go watch him. I wonder if you would watch this and be like, holy shit, I remember this game from back in the day. Obviously, we didn't take the game out during, like, work. I mean, just, like, whenever we had free time in class, at the end of class, we'd pull out our games and, like, battle and stuff. Because he had Pearl. Oh, yeah, and he was also in my world history class, I believe. That was my favorite class. I actually liked learning a lot about history and economics. That's the fun fact about me. All the classes that year were really good. I had, like, world history and geometry, which is like my favorite branch of math, even though I hated algebra because I didn't understand it whatsoever. And yes, I fully admit that. I was just not good at certain aspects. What the hell is the point of these steps? You can't even do nothing over here. Can you just keep pushing it? Yeah, you can. Okay. But yeah, I would say overall I had a decent time with high school. I just didn't understand algebra that well. Aside from the fact that I had to go to juvie, but I mean that was kind of a one-off thing. That was caused by my principal who had like a thing. Oh hey Darren, it's my boy Sleazy Weasel, what up? I guess we'll try using slash, see how much it does, see if we can get a good critical hit here or not. We got half health, but still. I guess I could kind of see Darren as a black belt. He does work out. Me and him need to like hit the gym one of these days. Although I don't peg him as a fighting type user. I know he likes a couple different... I guess he has like a kind of a variety going on because he likes psychic types and water types. I know Gengar is one of his favorites. Me and him used to battle all the time. We need to get on Showdown one of these days again. I just need to re-download it on this computer. See how much damage this mod choke does. Hopefully it doesn't get another fucking crit with low kick or something, because that was just not good for our health. Probably gonna switch though, because prospects are not looking good. Thankfully I don't think Machoke can learn Pursuit. I could be wrong there, but why would a fighting type use a dark type move is beyond me. That's like the exact opposite of what it is. I don't know, the Machamp line is, if you ask me, kind of underwhelming, just not all that good. It can do certain things, but like most other fighting types are better than it, like Poliwrath, if we're talking the Gen 1 anyway. I used Poliwrath a whole lot back in Yellow, and he was pretty good. Alright, I guess we're gonna go back and heal though, because that fucking paralysis. Okay, we have returned. Another guy over here to fight. Gotta get all the XP we can, my dude. The quads? What the hell are you talking about? Like working on your quads? Raphael? What are you, some kind of ninja turtle? Bitch, I am the only one who can use turtles in this LP. You are a fraud. Or should I say a frog? Like this dude right here. But yeah. And speaking of which, though, speaking of like muscles and all that, bruh, Effie from Fire Emblem, dude, she's so hot. And you know what? I don't know if anyone even knows what the hell I'm talking about here, but I actually very, and I mean extremely, like, strongly what the fuck are you doing, Cane of Water? Put your glasses on. I am extremely partial to her English voice. I actually think her Japanese voice is not nearly as good and is, in fact, one of the worst voices in the game if you play it in Japanese, because Effie, if you don't know who the fuck that is this knight lady who is incredibly curvaceous, and she looks like an adult. She, in the Japanese version, is voiced by Yuki Kawahara. I don't know, like, what else she's done in voice work, but... God, that Krogunk put a fucking dent in my team, too, seriously. But... she sounds like a fucking, like, almost a lolly. Like, I wouldn't quite say a little kid, but maybe like a very young teenager, like someone who's at the most 13 or 14 years old, and it does not sound fitting whatsoever. And yet you have all these people going on about how Marisha Ray, who voiced her in the dub, is not good because she gave her like this kind of deep voice. It's like, kind of made her this, macho kind of protein shake girl, like, strength is everything. I can't, I mean, it doesn't sound that fucking deep. I know I have a naturally deep voice, but she has, like, she kind of sounds like a macho kind of chick, you know? Which I see nothing wrong with, because she is a very strength-oriented character. Just knock all these out of the way. I mean, that's her main stat. All she really does is just hit the enemy really fucking hard. She doesn't have a lot of, other... I mean, her defense is okay, too, because she is a knight, but... yeah, you get all these people bitching about her English voice because apparently they want to listen to a little lolly bitch talk about, I don't fucking know, being a generic gentle giant archetype character, which you already have in the game because we have Benny, who's the same thing. But I don't know, maybe I'm just that much of a dub fag that I love me the English voice of Effie. I mean, she still sounds like a... she doesn't sound like a guy. It's just the fact that she has a deeper voice, which I just don't see a problem with, because you don't have a lot of characters in Fire Emblem that have deeper voices. I mean, even Kagero, who's my favorite character of the Hoshido branch, she in the English dub is voiced by Sarah Blandy, who gave her a much higher pitched voice, but it works. And I have no problem with that. I just... it's not, I mean, it still sounds like an adult. Holy shit, dude. Wow. Okay. Not a good idea to send in a fucking grass type here. Maybe we can outspeed? I don't know, let's find out. Let's just try... I mean, it has like no health. Oh my god, fucking Aerial Ace? Seriously? I mean, my Heracross knows that move too, so I can't say it's like bullshit, but seriously. Can we get a level up off of that, though, is the burning question. Yes, we can. Okay. I would like to get Tort to his final form eventually, because that is what we want. Okay, we need to memorize what the fuck we need to do here, because I have to knock over all these things here. Oh, no, we can't. Okay. Banana? Peeled banana. That was a Bill Nye reference, which we watched a lot of in high school, actually. I know Bill Nye is considered like more of a children's program, but yeah, we watched a lot of that back in the day. In my biology class with Mrs. Martinez, who was actually white. She wasn't Hispanic. She was just married to a man named Martinez. She was cool, though. She was one of the best teachers we had. What's funny is I was really good in that class. Like, I made mostly straight A's. I was just held back by the fact that I never did homework in that class because it was all just memorization of like vocab words and stuff, and I hated doing that because it was so repetitive. And I ended up failing that, not because of the vocab words, but because of the fact that I missed so much school that year that it was like... Let's see, we need to get over there to that. How are we gonna get... How the hell do we knock those tires over, I wonder? But, yeah, I ended up missing so much school that year just due to being sick. I have never in my entire life, by the way, skipped school because I didn't feel like going or something like that. So, I was entirely innocent of that. It was just the fact that I got really bad sick. I had like bad allergies. I still do, but I have those more under control these days. Alright, how the fuck do we knock this thing over? We have to get over to that end, which means we have to knock over all of those tires. Okay, there's one. The other one... This depth perception is weird, dude. We're gonna have to redo all this when we get back to the fucking... Is it just this? Let's see. No. How do we knock that one over? There's no thing connecting to it. Or is that not even it? Because we can't get around these holes, obviously. God, I forget so much from this game, it's ridiculous. That's why I try to, like, just tell you guys different stories of high school and shit, because it's more entertaining than me just saying, like, oh, I forgot how to do this thing, lol. Unless it's on the... no. There is one down here, but how do we fucking... How do you get knocked this over? There's not even a thing corresponding to that, or can we fit... No, we can't. Quite the conundrum, as I said a couple of times in the Zoids LP. Unless we need to reset the puzzle. And to do that anyway, just to fucking go back and heal, so I guess I'll go do that and just see how this is gonna work. Okay, back to where we were. Let's see here. I think I'm either on to something or I'm just on something, in which case you can just call the police. Bad boys, what you gonna do? I was actually watching Cops earlier today, but then again, when am I not watching Cops? Because if you listen to me during like calls on Skype or Discord or whatever, I'm clearly watching Cops most of the time, and that's the whole reason I get so sweaty. It is entirely because I was watching Cops. Either way, we are in fact healed up here, so I want to get this out of the way. Let's get this gym done, hopefully. I have nothing to use against fighting types because my team is not suited for such. So let's clench our butts, get ready, and face off against Maylene, who apparently has been kicked in the face before. She has a band-aid on it, unless she's like Cooper from Paper Mario. Okay, here we go. Of course, whereas in the last part our bite was incredibly effective, this time it's going to be the exact opposite. See, now if I had used Curse there, that would have been a different story. We're gonna lead off with Rance here to get some dragon action going. And yeah, she has a new move for this generation, Drain Punch, which will give her Pokemon back quite a bit of health. It's a great move, by the way. It's incredibly useful in competitive Pokemon. But right here, it's going to be quite devastating because it will... Okay, Lucario. It's going to be our star player here to fight up against. It is a fighting steel type, and no, contrary to what some people might say, it is not a legendary Pokemon. I know some people, including my buddy James, back in the day had said, oh, it's a legendary Pokemon. It is in fact not legendary. It is fairly strong, yes. It's got good stats. It even had a Mega Evolution later on, but this is not a legendary. It's just a fairly powerful, by most accounts. Okay, good. God, I hate how I can never, like, hit my mark. Let's see, we're missing quite a bit of HP here, so guess what? Let's use that Moo Moo Milk. Give our buddy some of that delicious white stuff. Not really, though. I mean, I like to drink quite a bit of milk myself. With my delicious ISO 100. Okay, let's try. Of course, it's going to probably just end up healing most of that damage we did, so that's going to be a bit of a, once again, war of attrition. That's how we win most of these fights, unless we get just nothing but crits like that. Thankfully, I do believe this move does have some chance of lowering accuracy, although we're not getting it whatsoever right now, so kind of have to rely on Cane of Water here, just because of the fact that we have a ground-type move. We have no ground-type moves for Torterra yet, unfortunately, but going with the Force Palm here, trying to paralyze us. It's gonna happen one of these days. But yeah, Lucario was like the star of one of the movies, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. And he is a playable character in the Smash series, but he is not legendary, so just in case you guys thought he was, you know. Okay, good. We're over the hump, so to speak. Let's get Psyche out here. Our newly evolved Luxray. Given that lion's roar. I think rivalry will come into play here. I forgot that if it's like the same gender or a different gender that we get the boost off of. So here we go. Not quite as outmatched here, thankfully. Oh shit, it's gonna lower our speed. What kind of damage does it do? Not a lot. Okay, I can accept that. Alright, focus energy. Gotta watch out for those crits. She might heal this turn, though, so maybe... Oh, nice. Very nice. That's what we wanted. That is true, but is she going to use a full restore? No. Okay. I believe, depending on our damage roll here, now we got, of course, the worst possible damage roll, so... Just my way of keeping you guys on your toes, as I always say. Let's finish it off with our new move here, Shockwave. Got the TM for that a few parts ago. And of course it never misses, so... Now we get our unneeded crit. That's the best kind. And with that, we've done it. We have defeated Maylene, the fighting type gym leader. Don't know why it's called Cobble. I mean, is it made out of cobblestone or something? I'm not understanding this at all. We do not, in fact, have a fly HM yet, but if you've played any of the games, you know what that does. It just makes it to where you can go to different towns you visited already, so it is a nice thing to have, you know. Up until Gen 7, when you got all the, like, replacement ride Pokemon for HMs. Kind of a surreal thing, really. And yes, we've had... What a fucking generic line there, just like, oh, I knew you'd win. No flavor text or anything? And those goons have in fact taken Dawn's Pokedex, which we will have to investigate next time on Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. With that being said, this is Love Game signing off, and I bid you farewell.